Jennifer, so this area where I'm standing right now, this was all blocked off earlier this morning. Then about 30 or so minutes ago, police have taken that tape down. But what still remains taped off is this area here. We know the 2 officers were taken to the hospital, but they're expected to be okay. So some good news there. But we want to show you this scene because we've been able to get closer now to make sure people are getting through that line quickly. But why we're heading downstairs is because we want to take you to the baggage claim. Now, for most of the summer, from May to November, we saw closures here in the baggage claim area, and people were waiting an hour or more for their baggage. There are a few reasons it's getting pushed back. That development could go right here. We're at the site where this $600 million development may soon be built. Over here right now, just an empty lot with the fence up blocking it off. But that's why state leaders on Monday are taking this issue from the state capitol to your local food pantry, where they say you can get involved to help fight hunger. A lot of businesses were remote or partially remote, including ours, but that's left a big gap in downtown. For example, we've been seeing a lot of for lease signs, at least just 3 within the same block this morning. Well, what we know so far, that fight that started on the bus then escalated once people got off the bus. If we zoom in over here, you can see the evidence markers. We can't show you the progress that's been made so far on the store. I mean, look at this. It looks like you could just walk in right now. Hey guys, good morning. So we're still in Santa's house, and look what I found. I found his list of who's naughty or nice. I'm going to check this list later to see if any of our names are on it. Hopefully we're all on the nice list this year. The newest delivery station, so we're some of the first news crews to actually ever be inside here and get a first look. So if you take a look over here, all of these packages, one of them could be yours, are heading out. This is the final leg of its journey before it hits the delivery trucks. And a sample ballot, that way you can see who those candidates are and where they appear on the ballot. Just one way to prepare if you're heading here to the polls today. They stay open until 6 o'clock tonight. Reporting live, Madison Elliott, WLKY News. This is the resignation letter of Damon Jackie. He's now the former Nelson County School Board member who resigned after the vote on Tuesday night. But he says the problem started way before that.
It was a hard decision because I'm so passionate about the students.
On day 2 of protests Thursday, listen to our teachers! Jackie joined parents, students, and teachers who walked from Foster Heights Elementary to the center of Bardstown, advocating against a potential plan to merge Thomas Nelson High School into Nelson County High. Save our school! Save our school! Jackie says more than 2 years ago, an original plan focused on giving the middle schools more resources, consolidating them into its high schools. He says the board threw that out to pursue a plan of merging the high schools.
And what they've done now is they've looked at the superintendent and said, we never liked the idea that the entire community came up with.
He says he feels the board pressured Superintendent Wes Bradley into making this new plan.
And he is trying his best as a professional to make it be something that could be workable, but you can see that's not what these families want.
Thomas Nelson freshman Lillian Nichols is one of the students saying this isn't what she wants. She's on the soccer team, something she's not sure she'll be able to do if the schools merge.
We won't get the opportunities to play because there's just such a bigger school and there's not enough room.
Her cousin, Thomas Nelson senior Raquel Diaz, shared similar fears.
I don't think either of the 3 board members that voted yes for the schools to be merged thought about any of the students' feelings on it.
Teacher Trista Wheatley fears this will hurt other students in the district.
We would just like more evidence that that is actually the best opportunity for all of our students in Nelson County.
Tuesday's vote doesn't finalize the plan, so more details are yet to come. In Bardstown, Madison Elliott, WLKY News.
And we reached out to board members and the superintendent. We're still waiting on a response.
6,300 customers will get access for the first time to high-speed fiber internet, including here at the Candle Barn located along Highway 44 East in Bullitt County. The owner tells us her business depends on a good internet connection.
It's all about temperatures. So.
Almost a decade ago, Stephanie Walls turned her hobby of making candles into a business. She loves how a smell can be nostalgic.
The honeysuckle jasmine specifically is like, oh my gosh, that's my grandmother's backyard.
A majority of her sales are completed online. She has the highest internet speed she can get with her current provider, but she says that's not always enough.
Coincidentally, I just did a speed test this morning and it wasn't great. There's a lot of social media marketing going on for a small business, and uploading those videos can take forever.
That's about to change. On Monday, state and local leaders announced parts of Bullitt County will be able to get high-speed fiber internet for the first time. The project will provide speeds of up to 8 gigabytes.
We will be providing services to areas of our community that is not served with high-speed internet or would not have been served with high-speed internet in the near future.
County Judge Executive Jerry Summers says prices will be comparable to what people pay in Louisville.
Their services go anywhere from $29, depending on the speed that you want, up to $69 for the 8 gig.
Windstream President and CEO Tony Thomas says cost is always the biggest challenge to bringing fiber to rural communities.
Fundamentally, it's very expensive to build fiber in rural areas. The way we do that in communities like we display here in Bullitt County is through local partnerships.
Officials say construction is underway and Walls can't wait.
We've been patiently waiting for our turn.
In Bullitt County, Madison Elliott, WLKY News.
I think you pumped it up enough.
11-year-old Paige Holden, along with her mom, make sure her bike is ready to go.
Okay. And you already did the other one, right?
As she prepares to compete in the junior division of the USA Cycling Cyclocross National Championships. Her love of racing brings her to Louisville from Seattle, Washington.
It's so interesting and it's so cool, and I love it because it's different than other sports. It's just awesome.
She's one of 1,500 athletes who traveled from across the country to be here and compete in different divisions. Dozens of races will cross the finish line here over the course of 5 days. USA Cycling says this event is a cross between road cycling, mountain biking, steeplechase, and a cross-country setting. All of that to say, it's a lot of fun to watch. From the obstacles to the mud, the national events director for USA Cycling says it's definitely a spectator sport.
They'll get off their bikes, they've got to run up a staircase, hop back on and ride down. They've got to go over what we call barriers.
The last time USA Cycling brought the championship to Louisville was in 2018. Now that it's back, the president of the Louisville Sports Commission, Greg Fonte, is excited about the business it's bringing in. He says the expected economic impact is about $3.6 million in direct spend.
It comes down to the folks that come from all across the country, staying in our hotels, eating in our restaurants, going to our attractions.
It's an impact expected to continue next year, as Louisville is set to host the championships again, allowing athletes like Holden to come back to town. Madison Elliott, WLKY News.